Gentlemen, I'm helping you. I'm saving you so much headache and heartache right now. You have no legitimate say in what your woman puts on.
What up, y'all?
Josh and Isi here once again
With another quality video. So as y'all can tell by today's title, and if you tuned into our video yesterday, we said we would be back with another Therapy Thursday, because we missed last week, I think, actually.
I think we did.
We did go on our Instagram stories yesterday and asked you guys to send in your relationship advice questions, so that is what we will be getting into today. But first,
if you are new to the channel, go ahead and just hit that thumbs up button. It don't cost you nothing to hit that bad boy. Hit it up. After you get done watching the video, if you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you can take it a step further and hit that bell button so you get notified every time we post some quality content for you to dive into. And if you don't believe us, go ahead and check down in the comments, because the quality
I'm gonna say it
is definitely down there, vouching for the fact that we go hard on here. We're happy, healthy, and
I thought you were gonna say
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I weaved it. Hey, okay. Other than that, we'll go ahead and get into this video and bring y'all that quality content.
Alright, first question. Is it possible to be just friends again after dating and being intimate? I personally say...
She says no.
No.
She says no. In my past, when I was like single, that I like hooked up with, we were still cordial afterwards. Like, we just came to the conclusion like, yo, we're not trying to take this any further.
But did y'all date? Like,
no, I haven't dated anybody.
Well, they said just friends again after dating and being intimate. And that's why I say no. That just takes things to a different level than just being like a little fling. We tested the waters, but nothing was there. Dating somebody, for me personally, I can't be friends with nobody I dated with. A genuine friendship, I can't. I think that you can be cordial with your ex, but friends, checking in on it. Because how I am with my friends, I'm checking in on you, seeing how you're doing, what's up with your life. I don't feel like...
You're a super friend, though.
You think so?
Yeah, we've already discussed this. You're a super friend. Not too many people are doing like what you do, and like literally
checking in
mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. What's your life like? You're asking deep questions to people you're not even intimate with.
Right. I guess it's possible, but I think if you're being 100% realistic with yourself, it's probably not healthy to even be friends with your ex. In terms of you moving on, them moving on, like, it's just, I think it's unrealistic.
Yeah, I think you guys need some definite time apart. I wouldn't say just jump directly from relationship back into friends, but I feel like if you like broke up with somebody some years later, met them, they're a different person, you're a different person, y'all can still be cordial and cool.
Cordial, right.
What are some signs that your guy best friend likes you? Did you pick up on any of the signs that I was throwing your way?
Other than touching my thigh, no, not really.
To give you ladies a couple hints or tips as to what to look for, I think proximity is a big one. Someone that you're not necessarily generally attracted to, you're not going to try and get up in their space. You're just not. Dedication to communication.
Interesting.
I think.
Just come up with that off the dome.
Yeah, I think the dedication to communication will definitely show something.
Putting a little bit more effort than usual.
Yeah, texting a little more. You're laughing a little harder at jokes that generally aren't funny. Physical touch, I'd definitely be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd definitely be on the lookout for any kind of physical touch, whether it be like this, longer hugs than normal, longer eye contact than normal. What kind of eye contact? Because there's a difference between me looking at you like this and me looking at you like...
It didn't happen. I didn't see the switch.
But
I get what you're trying to say.
I can't, you can't turn it on, turn it off, but like, you see it. Like, you obviously like saw when you don't or do see it. Oh, you know if he really likes you, if he puts off his homies or his friends for you, that's a big telltale. Oh,
and does he stop talking to you about girls? And he likes you, he's probably not really talking to you about other girls that much.
He'll probably start eliminating the female conversation. Right. Because I know I definitely stopped talking about it. I was going to say, I don't remember you talking about it really around that time, but I didn't catch on. How are y'all using the love language test results to better the relationship? That was a really good question, I think. Oh, she said love y'all. Love you too. Oh, this is beautiful.
I think that's a great question.
After taking the love language test, we've had a couple conversations, and now we're doing no technology after 9:30. Started yesterday. Night one. It went great.
This is something that his love language has been yearning for.
It was so beautiful, y'all. We weren't distracted. We were 100% in the zone.
He means no TV too, by the way. Technology means not only my phone, not only my laptop, also no TV. So no Netflix, no Hulu.
None of it.
Nothing. Just us.
Just us.
Also, we wanted to work on making sure that we don't lose the personal connection of our relationship, because we were noticing recently a lot of our conversations have been very business oriented, because we are business partners now and we're working on other business stuff we haven't even shared with you guys yet.
Yep.
So we just don't want the business side to consume our relationship so much we kind of forget what we were like before business partners.
Yep.
So that was another thing too, besides just it being great for Josh's love language. It was something that we wanted to make sure like our relationship was always our #1 priority. So that is something that we've actually been doing. He doesn't think I care for it, but I do love quality time. And I think it's one of those things where I roll my eyes at it, but deep down inside, I like that you want to spend just 100% time with me and just talk. Like, I don't feel like that's really normal, especially from the guy in the relationship. I feel like girls yearn for quality time a lot, undivided attention, but the fact that you want that from me in order to continue building our relationship, at the end of the day, I really, really love that.
I think it's absolutely necessary, especially like in those moments. I feel like it's like a love recharge. It's like your love battery's low, but like those moments are like a super love recharge. And like you can say in those moments, it was just me and you and we were perfectly fine.
Right. I saw a clip on Instagram, I think like today. I haven't watched the Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith lately, but I did see a clip of her saying that this quarantine has made her realize she doesn't know Will at all. And I think that's what quarantine is kind of doing for a lot of people, especially couples. You're kind of having to relearn your person. And I think that's something that we haven't had much time to do with this quarantine time because we've been so business oriented. So I know that was a very long answer, but that's one of the main things that we've been doing.
Now it is tough on my end to fulfill the romantic side because we are quarantined, but I still feel like there's some things that I could do or implement in order to better that for you.
Receiving gifts was my top one. If you're new to this video, you have absolutely no idea what we're even talking about.
You need to go watch the love
we'll link it in,
video.
I guess, the description box below. Our recent video talking about our results of retaking it, just so they can see what we're even talking about. But yes, that's what we've been doing.
How do I help a friend that gravitates towards toxic relationships? Best way is to give your 2 cents and then let them learn.
Yeah.
You can't, like, you really can't do anything about it because, like, that's rooted somewhere deep in themselves what they're looking for from a person. So you can't tell them how to live their life because it makes you happy.
Right.
You just have to give your 2 cents as a best friend. Give your honest opinion. Don't hold back on your honest opinion. If you really don't like some person, don't say, oh, well, she likes him, so I'm just going to let it slide. If you have some reservations or something, or you see some red flags that they might not see because they have the love blinders on,
at least say something.
Say it.
But say it and be aware that they don't have to take your advice.
Exactly.
That's something I feel like sometimes I've struggled with, like long time ago. If I would give a friend advice and they don't implement what I said, I find myself frustrated, forgetting the fact that it's their life and their decision at the end of the day.
Exactly.
So I definitely say, yeah, voice your opinion to them, tell them, because you care and love them so much, you want the best for them. You've noticed a pattern with that, but at the end of the day, it is their decision.
Yeah.
Me and my boyfriend broke up, but he wants to be friends with benefits. He still has feelings. Honey, if he still had real feelings, you would be boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
He wouldn't be no friends with. Oh.
He wants to be friends. He basically wants to take all the responsibility off the table.
The girlfriend-boyfriend privilege, like you were saying in the other video.
He wants all the benefits of the cake, but he doesn't want to bake the cake. He doesn't want to get the ingredients for the cake.
He doesn't want to cut the cake.
He doesn't even want to cut the cake. He just wants the cake and then leave me alone.
Yeah, that's bogus.
That's bogus.
And you deserve way better than that. You got to set them standards high and maintain them. You don't give anybody girlfriend privileges, beat partner privileges, none of that, unless they're willing to commit to you in the way that you deserve and what you want for yourself. So I feel like with friends with benefits, a lot of people agree to it, and that's not what they truly want for themselves. I think they want a connection with someone, and if that's the best they can get, they'll settle.
And I think sometimes the people fall into the people-pleasing habits of like, I want him to be happy. If he's happy because of me, then technically I'm his happiness, and he needs. Nah, just don't do it to yourself, honey.
Nah, that's dead.
Get on up out of there. My crush and I have been talking 4 months now and no girlfriend title. Should I be concerned?
That was hard to answer because you don't know what happened in the 4 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes if somebody doesn't see each other every day, your relationship might not evolve as fast as someone who does see each other every day. Like that was kind of hard to answer.
These things take time, but if you feel like you've built a connection thus far that you guys are at that point of boyfriend and girlfriend, doesn't hurt to ask. Right. Hey, what are we?
Like, where do you stand
where do you
right
think
now?
We stand in a relationship?
Right.
Make sure you don't like put pressure behind it. I feel like sometimes girls can like dive in there with the pressure. Like, what are we? Like, you need to make it up in your mind right now. Like, what are we? Otherwise,
yeah, just ask where his head is at with it.
Yeah, you kind of have to like,
without you putting any like persuasiveness on that. Literally, just flat out ask. So where are you at? Like, where do you see us going with this relationship?
Yeah. No pressure or anything. Like, I'm not trying to force you into saying I want to be your boyfriend, girlfriend right now. I just want to see where your head's at, so that way I'm not in the dark as to like what we are.
Exactly.
Because like there was one point where you were like, would you get mad if I start talking to another dude? Because we're not boyfriend and girlfriend, so technically we're both single.
Every time at the night I asked you, what are we to you?
You're like, basically we're both single right now until you make it official. Because like you would feel some type of way if I went and go talk to another dude, which I would have. But I had no right to get mad because I haven't given you entitled to hold on to.
Right. The weather is really sunny, but I'm wearing jackets and coats. She used emojis, so that's what I'm guessing she meant. As my boyfriend doesn't allow me to show much skin.
Well, let me just stop right there, because you just said he doesn't allow you
to
wear what you want to wear. Now hold on, there's like, this is a very sensitive topic. Okay, let me just start off by saying this before I get punched in the throat. This is going to the man, and like the man has no say in what the woman wears. Does have a right to how he feels,
right?
But he does not have the right to determine what it is that you wear.
Right.
You wear what you want. The man decides whether or not he feels comfortable in the relationship. That's how it is.
This is spoken like a man who's experienced.
This is spoken like a hurt man.
Whatever, man.
Spoken like a man who's been put in this place multiple times. Gentlemen, I'm helping you. I'm saving you so much headache and heartache right now. You have no legitimate say in what your woman puts on. That is completely and strictly up to her. But you have a say in whether or not you want to be a part of that union.
Right. Can you handle
that woman and how she dresses? Can you handle whatever?
Expression of style.
Expression of self. If you can't, that's up to you to say, I can't handle it. I need to fall back.
Right. But you have no say so in controlling how she operates as a woman. Even though this was her answering. So let's answer her question, because we just talked to the fellas. I feel like live your best life, sis, and however he decides to handle it afterwards is up to him. You gotta live your best life, but be aware and prepared for if he cannot handle that side of you, that he might leave.
Now I will, here's the dad in me coming out. I would say keep it classy, because like you don't want to necessarily show the world too much, because there's no taking it back once you do.
Yeah, I feel you.
It really depends on your flavor. If you're really bold and you're out there and you feel like my body and my womanliness is something worth showing off, that's completely up to you. But I will say, what you choose to wear will determine how people treat you.
That's facts.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's facts.
That literally will determine. If you are out here showing it all to the world, best believe there's gonna be a bunch of men lined up to use you strictly off how you look. They don't give a dang about your personality, anything.
What was that quote I told you recently? Dress how you want to be treated. Dress how you want to be treated, but don't allow somebody to control you. That's a little toxic trait to me. Somebody trying to control what you wear. I'm sure he wouldn't like if you tell him don't get that haircut, or you can't. You know what I mean? Like, you just, a partner is supposed to be just that. Like, you're supposed to be equal in it. Nobody gets to dictate or control the other person.
It's a partnership.
So that's a conversation that needs to be had. And then after that, live your best life.
Can being too understanding of someone's situation become creating excuses for their behavior?
That's deep. Quality Crew is kind of
Quality Crew is coming with these quality questions this week. All right, so
too understanding.
So if I always came to you with the reason, like if back in year 4, if I always came to you with the reason as to why I couldn't grow.
And I'm just so understanding. I get it.
Coddling me the whole time as that critic.
Oh, absolutely. I think so.
I think when someone is coming to you with their situation, you can be understanding, but as a partner, it's kind of your job to help guide them.
Also be real.
Yes, be real and honest.
There's a difference, I feel like, between understanding and empathetic. I feel like when in year 4 in particular, I was always very empathetic of what you were going through, but it was also like, but I know that you can do more.
Yeah.
Or I know that this is not the best that you can be.
Yeah.
Being a partner is kind of holding each other accountable for stuff, because there's been times too where I feel like I've wanted to like give up or kind of make an excuse for myself, and you're like, I hear you, but like working out immediately came to my mind with that.
I wouldn't let her settle on herself.
Right.
Like, I don't want you to ever settle on yourself, because I feel like in that moment, a lot of times when people have like obstacles in their life, it's very much so easy to just say, this is why I can't do it, so I'm just gonna move on.
Right.
But if you're trying to grow in the relationship, or if you're just trying to promote the growth of that individual. Like I see you growing and I know you want growth, so I feel like it's my responsibility to tell you about yourself.
Right.
I feel like sometimes people get in the habit of creating excuses instead of action plans.
And because it's safe.
It's easier.
It's safe,
and it's easier.
Yeah.
It's comfortable, it's safe, it's easy. But life and growth is very much so uncomfortable. Doing things that you don't normally do, working past fears, working past excuses, stepping outside of that comfortable box that you've been living in.
You know what I just thought of too? There are some people we have to consider in the world who don't want to grow and who like to remain stagnant and will use excuses of not growing to their advantage because that's their comfort zone.
Yeah.
But then if you're the opposite of that and it's a continuous thing, then you got to kind of start
asking yourself, is the relationship right for you?
Exactly. Yeah. Because some people really just are comfortable with being stagnant. They don't want growth. They like to take the easy way out of everything, and no matter what you say, it doesn't matter. So that is when you do, I feel like, kind of have to start assessing, well, is this the person I really want to be with? Because if you want growth for yourself and elevation and to evolve, but your partner isn't on the same boat as you, all they're going to do is weigh you down. So that's why it's important to choose your partners wisely and not settle just because of love. Because we talk about a lot how love is not everything.
It's not necessarily just chemistry, it's compatibility too.
Exactly.
The fact that you have chemistry with that person doesn't always necessarily say that you're compatible. The reason why me and you are compatible is because we have similar goals, similar aspirations,
what we want out of life,
moral values,
right?
Everything's aligned there. Chemistry wise, we can talk to each other. We have fun. We laugh. Right. All the stuff that makes relationships like fun. That only lasts so long because during those tough times, our compatibility has to be in line.
Yeah.
Yikes. I know these are some long answers.
Yeah, sorry, y'all.
Long answers, man. But we are trying to get to the root of these today.
Is it okay when you are in talking stage with someone and they post another girl? I'm not jealous, I feel played. Ooh, wow.
I'll be the first to say you should let me stop holding back. You should feel some type of way about that.
I think that's too.
Because I know for a fact, even if we were talking and you posted some other dude, I'm gonna feel some type of way. And that's
absolutely.
Not fair. And if I posted another girl, I know for a fact you're gonna feel some type of way.
Absolutely.
And social media, God, we have to accept the fact that social media is a part of life. It's a part of relationships.
It means something.
It means
when someone posts something, when someone says something.
A double tap means something.
Yeah.
Like, let's stop playing with this facade. Like, it doesn't mean anything.
Social media. Yeah, we're past that.
I'm just letting them know I see it or what. Like, what is it? Like, what is it? Like, what do you get from it?
But he posted a girl.
Yeah, that just a double tap is sending like a message. So like posting is sending something. Like, I don't know. I hate to make that situation bigger or deeper if that's how you're feeling, but
it is what it's the truth though.
I feel like at the root of it, that's the truth.
That, and when you're in the talking stage, most of the time the intention is to fill each other out and see if you want it to be more than just talking.
Yeah.
So if you're in the talking stage with someone, that kind of means you're not exclusive, but y'all are supposed to be on the same page in terms of, all right, I want to talk to you to see if I want to be with you. If you're talking with someone, it's more than just a flirtationship at this point.
There's intention behind it.
Exactly, there's intention behind it. So with that being said, if the talking is established and he posts somebody else,
I think he's just compromised the validity of his intentions towards her. And I think at that point, then you need to take note of that and be like, all right, so you're not
acting as if you're dating with intention or talking with intention.
You don't have intention any longer to exclusively be with me. It obviously looks like your eggs are in multiple baskets.
And that's fine because you are boyfriend and girlfriend, but now you know how to move accordingly
you know
because
how to
of
operate.
that. Yep.
I'm 20 years old and my boyfriend is 26. He has 3 kids from a previous marriage. Should I take him seriously or should I leave the drama? Girl, leave the drama.
Yeah, leave that. You are too young.
You're too young. You're too young to jump into a whole family setting with 3 kids.
Oh my goodness.
And like
an ex-wife.
Ex-wife who's the mother of the 3 kids plus 3 kids. Like, you haven't even experienced the thought of carrying a child and yet you're gonna accept 3 more. Yeah,
get out.
Sidestep the drama.
Get out.
Please sidestep the drama.
When your boyfriend gets angry, he ghosts you until he cools down. In parentheses, 2 to 5 days.
Too long.
Honey,
too long.
There's somebody else.
No one gets mad for 5 days.
No.
At a time.
Not even 2 days. Well, my thing is too, him getting mad isn't the problem. It's how his reaction is to him getting upset.
That's a childish reaction to emotion.
Definitely. And I say, especially in this relationship, that's something that I had to work on and something I've always admired about Josh is whenever he's upset with me, he will never like cut me off because That's a sense of like punishing a person and trying to hurt
Yeah.
their feelings when you cut them off, give them a silent treatment and stuff. That's not something you would want out of a partner, ideally. Think even marriage-wise. So if he's doing this now, y'all decide to make a bigger step in commitment in your relationship. He thinks even when he's your husband, he can just dip when he's upset. That's not how that's not how a healthy relationship operates at all. Nor should it even be in a regular relationship. I use marriage because that makes people think a little bit differently. But even in your relationship, your partner should be kind of acting how they would act if you were taking different step in your relationship anyway, I feel like.
Yeah.
And him showing that, I feel like, is showing his true colors. One, either he has anger problems or he has somebody else. If you really, really love and care for someone, you should not be able to go 2 to 5 days without talking to them because they make you upset.
First of all, that's like the pettiest route to solve a problem. Second of all, I feel like by separating yourself, you're saying like, you'll miss me without my presence. Like, you need me type stuff, or like, you don't see any fault on your end on the situation. And every time there's a problem, normally, there's very, very, very rare instances where it's like completely one-sided.
Right.
But most times there's 2 to tango when it comes to a fight. So him saying, oh, I'm just gonna walk away for 5 days is saying like, I was completely in the right and you're wrong and I have no accountability over myself.
Exactly.
Like, you'll see.
That's extremely toxic behavior.
That's toxic. That's like toxic with exclamation points, all caps, like toxic.
Yeah, run away.
What age do you think someone is mentally ready for a relationship? If we're talking real relationship, I would just say scratch high school. It's and I don't want to discredit because some people are high school sweethearts.
Yeah, our best friends are high school sweethearts and in marriage. That was like a rare case.
So rare.
I think a lot of it too, them working the way they did had a lot to do with Patrell being as mature as he is. Most of the times girls can commit and be loyal and then that's it, but a lot of the time for younger relationships, I feel like it's the guy not ready to put all his eggs in one basket, which is fine. You're young and stuff.
I feel like all young kids, like, this sounds so terrible and I shouldn't be promoting this, but I feel like you should kind of explore. You gotta see what the world has to offer you before you just start saying, oh, 14 and I'm committed for the rest of my life. Like,
so what age would you say? I don't know if you can say an age.
I can't say an age.
Because you can say the same thing about college boys.
I can say a mindset. I can say a mindset.
Okay.
When you're at the mindset of, I don't have a need for multiple energies. When you come to that conclusion that you don't have a need for multiple energies, feel like you're mature in the sense that you've seen enough of life to know what you want out of a man or a woman. Right. Once you start growing and asking those deeper questions, I think you're kind of at the point. Oh, and if you're mature enough to talk about BB, because a lot of times people aren't mature enough to talk about it, but y'all want to have it because y'all think it's cool or whatnot.
I like that actually, man. But that's a really good answer.
Yeah, I really think there's a mindset that you get to, and there's no age limit on that, but I know it's very rare in high school.
Yeah, definitely.
I can definitely say that.
All right, y'all, last one. What do you do when you're the only one putting effort into the relationship, but he doesn't put effort back?
First and foremost, again, we say this like 1,000 times video. Have a conversation. You need to talk about it. You need to talk about it. That way you at least know it's out in the air. It's a problem.
Exactly. And if he doesn't make any actions
to improve.
Yeah, to improve how you're feeling. Exactly.
You know where he stands.
That's why a lot of things are sometimes difficult when you feel some type of way about someone or a friendship, whether it's a friendship or actual relationship. If you've never vocalized to them how you feel, you can't expect them to read your mind. Whereas when you do finally have that conversation, now the ball is kind of in their court because they know how you feel, they know where you stand, and they know how their actions have hurt you. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. The conversation has to be had. You
can't fix a problem until you know it's a problem. And most people aren't trying to just actively fix themselves because they think they're good until someone tells them otherwise. I thought I was great until she was like, gee, when's the last time you got some flowers? I'm like, oh, snap. I guess my stuff does stink. I guess I'm not perfect. But he ain't gonna know it's a problem until you tell him. Now, after that, if he's still not putting in effort, then hit the deuce. Like, he said where he stands. That's all I got for y'all.
That is all we got for y'all.
That's actually all we got.
Concludes Therapy Thursday. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you don't know, again, be sure to follow us on our social media so that you can catch the next one. I also noticed a lot of people are starting to DM because their stories are so long. So maybe we can figure something out where we can answer longer scenario ones, because when they do it in question form, it only gives you a certain amount of characters.
Yeah.
So if you guys have any suggestions on how we can do better with that, of allowing you guys to like give us more of a scene painted, let us know in the comment section below, because I do want to get to some of those. I feel bad when I can't get to the long ones, but I'm like,
we might do a DM edition where we just like strictly go to the DMs.
my DM's gonna be flooded.
But
that's not a bad idea. If you guys think that we should do like a Therapy Thursday DM edition where you can really send like long ones, that's gonna be a long video. So I hope y'all are ready for it.
I really hope.
But yeah, I'd be willing to do that.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, we will. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video though. Make sure you have your bell notification turned on for the next time we upload. It could be whenever, you know, but we are consistent, so it will be soon. That's what you do know.
If you made it this far and you haven't hit the like button already, go ahead and smash that like button. You can hit the subscribe button too, because that's cool, because we're pretty lit. If you don't already know though, I am Hydrated Hero. She is African Beauty. Together we are Josh and Isi. Now you can follow one of us. You can follow two of us. You can follow all three of us. You might as well follow all three of us, because we're happy, healthy, hydrated on all three.
You done tripped yourself up.
Myself up.
Alright, but until next time, you guys.
We'll see ya. Peace, love, hair grease, and we out.
Right there.
Right there. I'm looking at it. Subscribe. You want to click that button.
You know you
click it.
Also, check this video out right here. Might as well.
That's quality. Right
quality
there.
content.
It's quality.
And
of course,
you might as well be right here.
You might as well be
right there.
Because this one's quality too. All this
quality.
You click anything you want.
Quality.